Help me welcome back to the stage, Miss Redacted and Lou Ferris. Bring them back, bring them back, bring them back. Give it loud, give it loud. And we have a very special guest, the co-hostess with the mostest. Help us welcome to the stage, Miss Frazzled, everybody. You might not have seen her on the show, but maybe you've seen her online. Her and Redacted do a ton of stuff together. She came out, she did the Comedy Store with us. We had a very fun time at the Comedy Store, so now we're here. Did y'all have a good time tonight? Let me hear you, yes? Very, very nice. We should just get straight into it, I think. Does anybody want to start us with a question? You couldn't figure out the QR code? Couldn't bother IT?
Are there any older teachers that would like to reply all in real life?
He's fucking with you, but for real, does anybody, is anybody being led by the Spirit? Does anybody have anything? Emma, fuck, dude, I love this question. That's an amazing opening question. Shitty ass principal, what the fuck do we do?
So I actually have a perfect answer from the mouth of babes, as they say. We recently got a new principal at my school, and the children are less than fans, is what I'll call it. And they had been fighting each other a lot. We had like 5 different lockdowns due to them fighting. And so I sat down with a couple kids, and I was like, what's going on? Why are you guys fighting so much? And they all go, oh, they're all planned. We're gonna fight every single day until he either gives up or gets fired.
This is how we teach labor organizing. That's amazing.
Don't take their phones, they will unionize.
I mean, you taught kindergarten, so you probably can't have like a fight club.
No, but I read a news story about that once. Horrifying. But that seems like a really great answer.
Well, I think they were doing it like, what is it, WWE style? Like they were planning the moves and like not hurting each other.
Oh my God, we have a Secretary of Education right now that is like, write that down, write that down.
Now, did you see the video?
Wait, which video?
The videos of the fight.
Oh.
Meta glasses.
The kids always show me the video.
That's my favorite thing is crazy. I love watching children bleed.
The kids are like, mister, do you want to see the fight video? And you're like, oh, fuck yeah, come on.
There was one that the kids showed me, and it was horrible, but I had to laugh, and I actually low-key kind of made fun of the student the other day.
Oh, dude.
She got ganged up and
You made fun of a student getting jumped in a locker room? Is this your shitty ass principal? Is this who it is? Is this the guy?
Here's an example when I had a special guest talk, and he was talking about how you guys shouldn't fight with each other, and how a fight's coming, you should. And I was like, yeah, Macy should have known that they were gonna jump if you guys all knew she was gonna get jumped.
Dude.
Not victim blaming her. What's next? You put it on the projector?
No. She was asking for the jumping, for sure. Dude, I do love that. I watched it, because you do have to blame the jumpee sometimes. I watched a girl get jumped, and it was very clear she was about to get jumped. And they were like, get your ass out of this class. We're going to beat the fuck out of you. And I was like, she's not going to do that, because she is smart enough to know that there are 5 of you, and there's only 1 of her, and I'm not going to let her do it. And then she pushed me out of the way and goes, I'll beat your motherfucking ass. And then she got her ass whooped, dog. She got tore up. Watching the fights in school are really, man, there's something, huh? If we could put money on that, I know I'd be making a lot.
Or we could hire a therapist. Just spitballing.
Whoever asked this one, this is a great question, which is, this is from Matt. What's the craziest IEP accommodation you have seen? So I would like to go on record and say I didn't know what an IEP was until I started touring, because they would send me emails and they would be like, IEP meeting, and I was like, that doesn't belong, that ain't got shit to do with me. Because I thought for years that the IEP was like, they have the SGA. I thought it was like a part of the LGBTQ, and I didn't know. I was like, that doesn't involve me.
Ewan, how many letters do they need?
Yeah, one of the craziest ones we've heard on tour, one of my friends had this in Kansas City. She was an elementary teacher, and the IEP accommodation, do you remember this in Kansas City? She got, you please only wear closed-toed shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of her kids had a foot fetish. Wait, you're nodding your head. Why?
Because I had a kid like that.
You had a kid like that? Okay, everybody shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm not gonna out you, but how old?
Thank you. 5.
Oh, 5 is way too young to have a foot fetish.
I had kids that would pet my toes during story time.
Pet your toes should be illegal to say
Yes.
in public spaces.
Was this in California? Yes? Okay, the way that we talk about Florida, we should be talking about California, it sounds like.
If I want you to know, if my mom could hear this, she'd go, I knew it.
I have a kid that thinks he's a wolf.
Oh, well, yeah, you're going to have
very
those.
common.
Is it he wears cat ears or he wears dog ears?
He wears roll up like fur on his legs and on his arms.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
I teach right next to the PE classroom, so
You
I see him every day.
you got to get that kid into your fight club. He needs to get his ass whooped.
Yeah, I don't think that kid wants to be. I don't think the kid wants to be a wolf. I think the kid wants to be Korean. What the? Oh, dude, you're a mascot. One of the I'm from Missouri, dog. You can't a mascot to me. We had a kid who went to a high school up there, Unionville High School in Missouri. Was up until 2023 was the Unionville High School Midgets.
Crazy that made it past 2020.
Anaheim High School is the colonizers.
Wait, what? Anaheim High School colonizers?
Is it not? Is it like yes, right? Sorry.
Well, but their mascot, if they are the colony, then the mascot has to be.
The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Yeah, I don't know. The foot fetish thing is so
Colonists.
funny to me because I will say this, whenever I was a kid, I was raised by a single mom. And a single mom who worked 2 jobs. I was raised by Reba McEntire. She would, she was a night nurse. So she would ask me to rub her back. And I would rub her back. And she'd ask me to rub her feet. I'd rub her feet. And then I went to first grade, and my first grade teacher was like, oh, my feet hurt. And I was like, I know just the thing. And I was just talking about this the other day, and I realized I was like exposing trauma to myself because I was like, yeah, I don't know I don't know. I just did it like every day. Every day I would just rub this woman's feet. And I think it started by her being like, I'm hurting. Can anybody help me? And I was like, I have an empath's heart. I am a servant. And then I think it just became, she was like, shit, I've been in class sometimes, and a kid will be like, can I help you pass out the papers? And it's like, that's your fucking job for the rest of the year.
I created and sold on Teachers Pay Teachers the guide to making a student your elite employee. I'm all about child labor, baby.
They yearned for it. It wasn't your fault. They wanted it.
Yeah, okay, well, I don't like the way you phrased that. And
We got kids being bullied, and they wanted it. Look what they were dressed. Yeah, they're wearing uniforms.
When you wear khakis to class, what do you expect?
did a colleague ever make you want to quit? This is from Emily. Did a colleague ever make you want to quit? I feel like Emily has a colleague that makes her want to quit.
Dude, you ever go to a PD and there's like a coworker that will not shut the fuck up? Yeah. Like no one gives a shit about what you did over summer. Sit down. It is 4:00. We want to leave.
I had a teacher that ratted on me for doing the TikToks, and this was like I got fired and then I got rehired. So if you're ever worried about getting fired from your teaching job, they need you. You'll find other employment. I got hired again, and then that new teacher was making fun because I taught ELL, I taught English language learners, and I made a joke online, the indoctrination one, where I said if I could indoctrinate your kids, they'd wear deodorant. And then she reported me to admin and to the district and said that I was racist because I was talking about my ELL students stinking and not wearing deodorant. And I was like, I didn't say any of that. I think you think my kids stink. I think I think this is way more on you, but she reported me, dude, I went to battle. You ever have to go to battle with another colleague? Has anybody done this? What'd you say? All the fucking time? Y'all didn't see it, but she just put a gun in her holster.
I feel like in elementary school, like is there like a lot of hatred or like animosity between teachers?
Well, yeah. There are some odd ducks, shall we say. There are some odd ducks.
Has there been like, do you feel like there's more beef with the colleagues or with the districts?
Oh, it's 100% colleagues. Yeah. There are some very interesting people that, the people who feel called to teach children under 12, it's like a specific demographic, and they think I'm one of them, and they get really comfy, and they say some very strange things, and I'm like, actually, I don't fuck with that. Yeah, it's just an interesting place.
Let's go with this one. Did you guys have to work during COVID? That's pretty open-ended. I just want to say, all of us were high school teachers, so we have like a pretty high school teaching during COVID. Not easy, kind of crazy, but the kids could log on. What was teaching elementary school like during COVID?
Shameless plug. I talked about it on TikTok a lot. That's how I got this whole thing happen. It was insane because these kids don't even know how to use a Chromebook, and we sent them a Chromebook sight unseen, literally like year 2. Year 1, they got kind of new by March. Year 2, we were like, here's a Chromebook and good luck. I mean, it was crazy. But the iReady data went crazy because in real life, they will say to you, hey, so your data's gonna really suck in the fall because these kids don't know how to use a trackpad, but it's gonna show immense growth by the spring, so just let it happen. So they were like, look, it's working. And I'm like, no, they just fucking learned how to use a trackpad.
Isn't that the point of education now? To learn how to use a trackpad and fake data.
I knew that we were cooked because I was still teaching in Florida, and when like it was starting to spread, my students were running around the hallway, 8th graders coughing on each other, going, "It's Corona time!" And I was like, "We are fucked. This thing is gonna run through us."
What I'm sure if you taught high school, a lot of you guys as students are probably in this same boat where a lot of my high schoolers were not only doing their own school online, but watching their younger siblings do school online. And so and I worked in a district that required them to have their cameras on, and I had this one student, she was such a great student, so sweet, and I would see her actively taking care of 3 small children, and she would still turn in all of her work on time. And one day she's sitting there, and there's like a staircase behind her, and I just see a toddler just flying across the screen. And so I called her and I said, oh my God, do we need to call someone? Are you okay? Is the kid okay? And she goes, ugh, he is always doing that at the worst times.
Make some noise if you taught during COVID. Did y'all also see, like, on Teams or whatever you had, like, all the kids would turn on their cameras and there'd be, like, a naked mom just walk in the background?
The amount of times I saw titties and was disappointed. I knew we were cooked over COVID when they didn't change the trainings for COVID. We were still just doing school shooting trainings. And it's like, I'm in my living room. It's like, what am I supposed to tell the kids? Like, shut your laptops. No emojis for 5 minutes.
Mister, my Wi-Fi is not working.
Oh no, we're losing him. All right, I think we got a few more. We got to get out of here. We hope you had a good time. We are selling merch after this. Lou sells those Let Teachers Drink in Class koozies. Everybody likes those. Nobody was buying my merch, so I made new koozies, and they say Let Drinkers Teach in Class. He's been pretty pissed off about it, but
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, let's do 3 more. I know they got to flip the room, so let's make this really quick. Your most ridiculous parent story. Shit, dude. Okay.
I had this one mom call my school has like a landline system, so I have like an office phone in my classroom, and she called and just started like going very intensely, who the fuck do you think you are to fail my child? Like, went on for a while. And so I waited and I said, whose mom is this? And then she told me, and I like pulled up her grade, and I was like, oh, there must have been some kind of miscommunication. She has a 96 in my class, and we've never had any issues. And the mom goes, oh, is this Miss So-and-so? And I said, no, this is Mr. Redacted. And she goes, oh, my daughter loves your class. I hear you are incredibly talented. If there's anything you ever need, feel free to let me know, and I can Amazon it to you. And I was like, oh, I need to find out what the fuck that other lady did so that I never do it.
That's amazing.
In 11 years of teaching, I didn't call a single parent.
Shut the fuck.
That is 100% true. That's a lie. I would call them, but then they would answer. They'd be like, hello, and I'd hang up, and I'd be like, number was disconnected.
Gwen says, what do you think kindergarten teachers do all day? It's a very funny question. Very, very, very
They
demeaning.
lay the foundation of our society.
There, right there. Okay, follow that.
I mean, do y'all still teach them the recorder? Because that seems like a pretty significant
standard.
part of my kindergarten.
My assumption, I can only assume what I would do if I was a kindergarten teacher, and I would imagine it's mostly just eating the snacks. Like, if I just had free access to goldfish all day, fuck, dude, I'd be... What? You buy them yourself? Yes. Let's riot. The state doesn't provide money for snacks for kindergartners?
Really poor, like, demographic, so they did give us free snacks. They did give us free snacks.
Okay, not all of us.
All right.
Speak for yourself, bitch.
And the snacks were like not necessarily good, so that was the other thing. Like they would give my kids 27 fucking oranges and be like, "Good luck," and I was like, "They can't open those."
Your kid's eating it like an apple?
Oh my god! And the apples, they would take the skin, bite it, and spit it on the fucking floor. And I was like, "Hello."
Now-
The things they sent us, although free, disaster.
They're just torturing apples? They're just peeling their skin?
Me.
Maybe this will make the trackpad work.
All right, I think we got one more. We hope you had a good time. Take care of your servers. They've been taking care of us. They've been incredible. Round of applause for the staff, everybody. Round of applause for the staff. Make sure you tip them. Whoever submitted this, you're a dick. But I thought it was funny. I highlighted it. It's that one in red. Do you want to read it?
As a high school teacher, what is a penis, Charles Carr?
I think that's a good one to
good.
end on. Thank y'all so much. Round of applause. Let me make it loud for Miss Redacted, everybody. Miss Frazzled, everybody. Lou Ferris, make some noise for him.
Steven Taylor, everybody.
Thank y'all so much. We'll be right out there. Have a good night. Get home safe. Goodbye.